Good evening to DefiChain News on 16th February 2022, the news show that provides you with the latest updates of DefiChain project. If you like the show, then let's go crazy on the like button. It helps the project. Subscribe and click the bell button. So a lot of users still not have subscribed our channel. Please do it. It helps the project. And stay until the end because we will talk about the next shows and dates. But before we start with the headlines, I would like to welcome my co-moderator and expert of DefiChain, Lord Mark. So good evening, Lord Mark. Fourth meeting today with DefiChain. A lot of things are happening, but news show is a special event in the week. And what's happened?
Absolutely.
Nothing.
A lot happened. A lot happened. A lot happened again. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Great to be here. Let's do this. I would say. Let's just jump right in. Let me get the headlines up here for you. Here you go. You're frozen. Oh no, you are unfrozen again. Okay.
Yeah, something is strange today. So first topic, it's also our thumbnail, the results of the CFP voting round. Then we have a short update on Coinpaprika and the ranking. We have an update regarding the Lightwallet here. There is a survey currently ongoing and you can participate to give some feedback. We have the updates of the community project, and at the end, we give you the next dates and events.
Okay.
And sorry for the headlines in German.
Yeah, something is mixed up. I think the English setup is a little bit screwed today. Okay, sorry for that. But DC did a perfect translation. So guys, no worries, you missed nothing. Fantastic.
So the main topic today is the result of the voting round. We had a nice thumbnail from Ewald. We both in this space suits going to the moon. How does it look like from the voting side?
Yes, crazy. It was a super exciting voting round this time. There were a couple of things that were quite interesting. Even it looked like we have a lot of proposals. So it was a lot of proposals. We had 17 community funding proposals and 3 improvement proposals. So in total, 20 things to vote on. You mentioned before it's not more than we had in November, so it's about the same amount of proposals. We had only 73% turnout compared to the last voting round. So it looks like the voters are getting a little bit lazy, a little bit overwhelmed, or were not so interested. Nevertheless, we had like 446 votes. And the interesting thing is the votes came in very late this time. I've got the feeling people are trying to be a little bit more strategic and playing a little bit voting poker. They don't want that people really see where the votes are going. So there was a lot of last minute voting. I think it's a strategic approach. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody should do how they like. I'm happy if people vote. But it was like going like in one direction, then another direction, then proposals got saved by a large voter at the end or got kind of neglected or disapproved by other voters. Was really interesting. Nevertheless, 10 of the 17 CFPs got approved this time, so more than 50%. And the DFIPs, so the improvement proposals that are normally more like changes on the blockchain, more like the stuff that goes deeper into the whole project, were all not approved. All these 3 improvement proposals were written by community members out there, so they didn't come from the core team. None of them was approved. So that was actually interesting to see.
Okay.
I don't want to judge that. It's just how it was.
But
so that was.
Then please show the results as an overview everything.
Let's go into the results. So hopefully we've got the English slide here. Yeah. Okay, it was English from the very beginning. Okay, let's have a little bit of a look on the details. So I think the most worth mentioning proposal was the Apollo mission. It was an absolute highlight because it was a 4-part community funding proposal. All 4 have been voted separately and all 4 got approved. So really congratulations. It was in some way a really outstanding proposal. Had a very good feedback from the community. The proposal that was voted with 0 no votes Also worth mentioning, I think here was the Telegram moderator. So congratulations to the team. I also learned that there are kind of two kind of moderators. There are the so-called active ones and the non-so-active ones. There should be no judgment at all here, but the moderator said, okay, some are really super active, they should get a reward, and the other ones like you, DC, you take it a little bit easy here, what I heard, you got no rewards. I found it super interesting because everybody could have said, we want some free DFI here, but yeah, some stepped back, and I find it really awesome. They said, no, we don't do so much anymore. Absolutely great. So that, I think, is really worth mentioning. Yeah, and then the rest we're gonna provide you with the full overview. We're gonna let Fabio share this. Yeah, they've been reaching from 750 to 1 million DFI, and yeah, all kind of colors. One unlucky loser, I have to say. There was parity in the voting, so there was like really 204 yes and 204 no votes. And how are the odds that this can really happen? But it happened to the CFP proposal 2 of the SAFE team. Yeah, it's not approved, even as many people voted yes as no. That's maybe a little bit a really unlucky outcome, but yeah, that's how it goes. Have I forgotten something, DC? Is there something what you want to add? Have you been
No, I think
surprised?
that
Was there a surprise in your eyes? Was there a certain surprise here?
surprise. No, not regarding the result. It was the behavior of the masternodes. And I mentioned in the German before that the number of masternodes participated goes by 1 quarter down. That was a little bit surprising because I thought that here are also some CFP which polarizes the community in the one or other direction, and this leads masternodes to vote. But it goes down. Hopefully it's going up again, because we need the votes from the community to get a more or less complete picture what or which direction we want to go.
Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe some masternodes thought they're gonna their idea is gonna be taken care of by other ones, but yeah, whatever. Hey, vote. I think that's really the big point. Okay, so much about the voting round. Yeah.
Then short next topic, Coinpaprika ranking. What happened there?
I still love the name Coinpaprika. So Coinpaprika is one of my favorite coin tracking pages out there because they list us properly. I think that's really worth mentioning. Shout out to Coinpaprika, great job. Because a lot of these other pages, they list us for some reasons on page 3 or 4. We deserve to be actually on the main page. We are pretty big already. And yeah, we were mentioned as the most as a project with the highest gains in 1 week. So a pump of 30.48%, especially when the market was going sideways or was trending down, was really great. It was really nice to see, nice outperformance against Bitcoin, against Ethereum. Yeah, so worth mentioning. I was proud to see that. I think it also brings, of course, a lot of attention to us if we are shown in the right spot and people see what DFI is doing. I think that is the best marketing that we can have to show that our project is performing really well. So that's why we wanted to mention that.
Yeah, and as said in the German version, now we need an Apollo mission to proceed this pump and go to the moon.
And what I really think also, DC, your idea that we vote, that we click every day on these coin tracking pages is so important. This is free marketing, crowdsourced marketing. Everybody can participate, and it pushes us on a lot of these pages in higher ranks on the trending coins. So please, everybody, help out there. It's an amazing idea that DC had here.
Cool. Then next topic of today's show, DefiChain Lightwallet. So it looks like nearly finished. All features are there for the blockchain. What's happening now? Any updates?
Yeah, so no updates on features, but the DefiChain Lightwallet team is not starting to rest on what they've achieved so far. I had a meeting with them today. They are super active. So first of all, there's a survey ongoing. Guys, 110 people gave their feedback already. It's a little bit time consuming to fill out the survey. The link is down down below in the show notes, but it's an awesome survey. I mean, imagine they really want to hear what do you like, what you don't like, what's your user behavior, what are the features missing, and they take that really, really serious. They really want to figure out what are the next things that they have to deliver. So they kind of separated in like heavy users and light users. Can I be a light user on a light wallet? So it's like the users that maybe open the wallet once a day, and then there are people who do it like 16 hours straight when they are awake, and they really want to figure out what are the features that we need now urgently, what does everybody want, what does nobody care about, and these are the things. And the more people who participate in that survey is going to be very helpful. And they're also going to be very active in communication in the future, because they see really a lot of value in your feedback out there. So don't hold back, participate. You've been asked, so you can't complain later if it's not there, if you don't help to complete the survey. Please really do this.
Great. And then the last point with content, our community project updates. Maybe one remark here. If you have a community project and want to be mentioned in the show, please let us know. Or give us the information, contact us. We are just forwarding information we are getting from the community. So which information did we get this week?
Yeah, we have a old friend that hasn't been here for quite a while, a DefiChain reward helper, and I like that also these kind of older projects show signs of life here. So they implemented a couple of things. So what I learned today, also on the Lightwallet, is very difficult if you want to do your tax report, right? So you need other tools, and the core development team is also pointing also in this direction of these tools, right? So reward helper can really help you. They support different coin tracking tools out there, like coin tracking, Cointing, Blockbit, Coinly.io. I've never used one of them, but they seem to be really helpful out there, and they are kind of interconnecting with these tools. There's also a way how you can use liquidity provider tokens, and they offer a lot of functionalities. You can still upload your CSV file from Cake to this tracking tool. You can now also upload the DefiChain addresses and further on. So it's like really giving you a lot of functionalities. They also cooperate kind of with DeFi.tax, so they can't do everything on their own. So there's kind of a cooperation. They say for a certain feature, use DFI.tax. And yeah, it's really nice to see what they do. Another thing that they said is you can configure now there's a depot separation with tags, so you can automatically assign different labels for the wallets and simply force one label overall. So it's really, check it out. It's good. I think you linked it up down there. And I'm not a DefiChain reward helper specialist. I think you could hear this at the moment, because
Right. It's not a topic for you in
I've
Singapore.
never used it, because in Singapore I don't need it. But I think for you guys out there in Europe, it's an awesome tool. Share this thing.
I used it.
Love. So you use it? Okay, that's a good sign if you use it. Absolutely necessary. Yeah.
Cool. Next community project?
Dobby. I don't know why Dobby always reminds me of
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I think it's always Scooby Dooby Doo. I don't. This
Okay.
like. Okay, Dobby, awesome tool. Fantastic tool. So especially for all the vault users out there, it's a really great informer service that shows you every hour where's your vault. Are you in risk of being liquidated? And they changed one really cool thing. What I really like there is that now it shows you the next price. So every hour, more or less, the price ticks over, and then you see the collateralization ratio on your vaults, and they're using now the next price. It's nice to know what happens now, but if you're liquidated already, then you're liquidated anyway. So now it shows the next price. So it shows you what have you got to expect when the prices tick over. That's really cool. They work on the UI constantly. So now it's like a a carousel mode on the mobile phone. You see all, if you have several wallets, so I think there's a hint that a lot of people have a lot of wallets, then you can kind of scroll through the wallets on the web app, more or less. You still see it in the old version, but on a mobile wallet that was improved already. They also overworked that you see now the collateralization ratio. There's a new scale with 200, 250, 300%, just to make it more visible. And they're constantly improving it. I think there's a lot of feedback also coming from the community. That's one of the tools that I heavily use. I really like that. It's cool. You get a Telegram message. You can click on the link. It opens it up. It shows you all the information. Awesome tool. Yeah, highly recommended.
Good.
Next one.
Finished?
No,
Next one.
we've got two more. DefiChain income. Okay, Igor was active again. Igor never. There's every week there's a new update from Igor. We mentioned it last week. There's going to be a newsletter. Newsletter is now up and running already. You see your account, your wallet balances, your pool balances for cryptos, for stocks. The vault links are there. Next version, they're gonna be statistics. So he's like constantly growing his newsletter. I think it's really in its infancy. At the beginning, it's for free. The first month, there's gonna be one DFI. Check it out, try it out. It's for free now. Give Igor feedback what you want to see on the newsletter. I think he's working on a couple of great things. And before you ask me, there's a last community project, DefiChain Testnet. So that's for the techies out there. We have a testnet. It's really, really important. Bernd and Andy were creating this testnet. Like before we go live with a new feature upgrade, it can be tested, and they are planning on a new testnet version. So there's going to be a rollback, and the new version 3 is planned, if I understand it correctly, and this is going to be live the next week. There's a new node software coming up, and they are like ready and stand by for waiting for the core developers to roll that out. Fantastic thing. I think testnet is something really, really important. We want to simulate as much as possible. So that was the last update to the community projects.
Cool. Then last topic for the show today, future dates. So what is happening next on DefiChain?
Absolutely. So we said one voting is over. We're going to jump in the next voting, but it's not community funding proposals. It's going to take a couple of weeks. We're going to vote on the next tickers already. So DC collected a lot of cool feedback from you guys out there. What we're going to do next is we're going to see where price feeds available through the oracles. And then we're going to put up a kind of a form like we've did it the last months. And we're going to put up a proposal of, 12 to 20 tickers this year, right?
In this range.
And then you guys can vote, and we decided that it's going to be 22nd to 26th of February until 1st of March is going to be the voting. We're going to send it out right on time. Then we're going to vote these 4 days on the tickers. Then 1 or 2 days later, they are maybe live on the DEX, and then a week later, rewards kick in. So there's a lot of stuff happening over the next couple of weeks. Then there's a fireside chat on the 25th of February. Remo Hurik, who is a Swiss guy doing English YouTube content, really good about investing. DefiChain is a hot topic of him, Cake DeFi, everything around our ecosystem. He's going to be my guest. I'm really looking forward to that interesting story. And I hope you all gonna join us on the 25th of February for the fireside chat. And then next week, DC, like always, the news show.
Yeah. Cool. Then we are at the end with the official part. For everyone watching live, stay tuned a few seconds so we will answer some questions from you. All others, thanks for watching. Have a nice day, and see you soon in the next news show.
Absolutely. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.